So you say in the comic books this thing was designed around here, huh? Maybe we should see if the museum will make us an offer. Maybe if we can build one bigger. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. And we're continuing to look at some Lego built G.I. Joe vehicles. And this time around we have a Skyhawk. Of course, the Skyhawk here was one of their more famous aircraft, since it was a VTOL craft. And it was one of the more popular toys, since it was a smaller vehicle, so more parents could afford it. And it did show up quite a few times in the animated series. Although the size did keep having a discrepancy, since sometimes one man was in the cockpit, sometimes two men were in the cockpit, so it must have had a size variant amongst them. Of course, this vehicle's a little more special, since according to the G.I. Joe vs. Cobra book that was written by Pablo Hidalgo of Star Wars fame a few years back, supposedly the Skyhawk has its roots right here near my stomping grounds, as it was apparently designed at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Fairborn, Ohio. Which, of course, isn't too far from my own stomping grounds, so that's kind of cool. And of course, this Lego built version is a little sturdier than the actual toy was, since the tail fin on the toy was notorious for falling off pretty easily. So, with this one being made out of some genuine Lego bricks, it does stay in pretty good. However, we do have a slight problem here with one of the pieces here for the gun barrels. I guess turnabout's fair play. I may have to replace that part. But all in all, it does a good job of being representative of the actual vehicle. Maybe I need to see if I can find a copy of the sticker sheet for the real toy and shrink it down so we can put some stickers on this bad boy. And in case any of you are wondering, yes, the engines can be pivoted, so they can point like that for takeoff and landing. And then, of course, once in the air, it can be leveled out horizontally for flight. It does get most of the details right, as it does have the two machine guns here at the front of the unit, and it does have a pair of missiles on the side of the landing struts. The only thing it's missing is the molded machine guns that would be right around in this area of the toy. Unfortunately, there's no real good Lego bricks available that would allow us to compensate for that portion of it. But, you know, that's a small gripe. Lego is always on for the power of imagination, so pretend they're there. Alright, how well can this thing hold figures? Well, let's open up the cockpit here. Unfortunately, like I said, since we don't have any stickers, we don't have any details in here, but as you can see, there's enough space for one guy. So let's put one guy in there. We'll use Beachhead here. Let's get him into a seated position and drop him in. Creon guy has a little trouble getting down all the way, but he's at least down in there enough, and he can be closed in pretty good. So it does hold one man in there. And of course, we can carry a couple of other guys on the landing struts. We'll bring Snake Eyes along as well. Just press him in on that side. And for the other side of the unit, well, I got Footloose here in Creon style. So we'll stick him in over here. Just knock Snake Eyes off. So let's get him on here. Yeah. A little hard too with their backpack units on, so let's ditch the backpack. Let's ditch the backpack, and there we go. We got Footloose on. Let's do the same thing for Snake Eyes. Get rid of the sword. Get rid of the sword, and we'll go with a full sideways look. And there we go. While they might be in a rather dangerous position to be in, it does allow the unit to reenact some of the toy, so can't really argue with that. All in all, I do like how the Skyhawk turned out, and we do have a variant Skyhawk also available to be built out of Legos. There's an Arctic version of the Skyhawk available. And if you can dig up enough gray pieces, you could probably make something akin to the Sky Patrol Skyhawk, even though it was done in silver, but there's not really enough silver colored bricks to do that with. So you can probably scare up enough in gray, in the various shades of gray, to do one to be an homage to it, but I think we'd probably be better off just building the Arctic version and going from there. But at any rate, that's my look at a Lego built Skyhawk. I hope everybody enjoys it. And also, please do remember that if you like the content that we feature here on the channel, please do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later.